Now, we take this just a step further and we can see how to use the lower upper decomposition to solve a matrix equation. I'm going to label these matrices, okay? This first elementary matrix is E1, this one is E2, this one is E3, this one is E4. So we see the product here. We have our A matrix, our original matrix. Multiply that on the left by E1, which is multiplying this by this, okay, to get this. And then we multiply that on the left by E2, which again is just this times this. Then multiply that on the left by E3, this times this, which gives us this. And then by E4, this times this, which gives us this. So we do that sequence of operations on the matrix A, and we get this upper triangular matrix. Okay? Now, here's our E4. Here's our E3. We multiply E4 by the inverse of E4. Okay, so this is E4 inverse here. This is E3 inverse. This is E2 inverse. And this is E1 inverse. So we can see that we start with E4 inverse, then E3 inverse, then E2 inverse, then E1 inverse as we move to the left. So that our product here, which ultimately says that these four matrices in yellow, think of the name, multiplied by these four matrices multiplied by the original matrix has to equal the original matrix. And that's because, again, you've probably seen it, but we match up E4 with E4 inverse. This is E4 inverse. So E4 times its inverse gives us the identity. They go away. Now we multiply by E3 inverse, and that'll match up with the E3 after these become the identity. And then the process continues. We've got E2 inverse and E1 inverse. And then just to complete it, we don't have a lot of room here, but here's E2, here's E1, and here's the matrix A. So again, this product is the product. E1 inverse, E2 inverse, E3 inverse, E4 inverse, E4, E3, E2, E1, A. That reduces down to just A. We can write the same thing here. Okay, this yellow matrix is the product, E1 inverse, E2 inverse, E3 inverse, E4 inverse. This blue matrix is the product, E4, E3, E2, E1 times A. E4 inverse matches E4 up with E4, gives us the identity. Then E3 inverse will match up with E3 to give us the identity, and so on, until we're just down to the matrix A. Okay, so this matrix, our lower triangular matrix, is the product in this order of our inverse elementary matrices. Our upper triangular matrix is the product of the four elementary matrices with the matrix A.